This lesson is going to teach you how to use the first derivatives to find local minima, local maxima. So, first derivative test. The way that this works is you're going to check to see if the sign of the derivative changes on either side of the critical point. So you're going to find all the critical points, then you're going to look to the left, look to the right, see if the sign changes. If it does, that point is also a local extrema. We don't necessarily know which, just be from the change in sign, but we do know it's one of them. Okay, so if the derivative goes from positive to negative, hopefully you can kind of guess what that means, but if I'll sketch it up here, if my derivative was positive, that means the slope is increasing, or not the slope is increasing, the function is increasing. And then my function starts decreasing, that means whatever the zero between them is the maximum. So it's a local maximum. If it goes from negative to positive, well, then obviously by process of elimination, it's a local minimum. And we can sketch that, right? If I was going down, decreasing from the negative first derivative, and now I'm going up, that means my point here is a local minimum. And this works too with sharp corners, because remember, this is still a critical point because the derivative is undefined. These are both critical points because the first derivative was 0. If the derivative doesn't change, well then it's neither. It's neither. It's not a local max or a local minimum. And just make sure I don't have any. Yep, great. So the way that that might look, if you're just wondering, that would be something like this, where I go to 0, something like this, where I go to infinite slope, or something like it's going along like this and then it goes up this way. Here, this is still a critical point because the derivative is undefined, but it's not a local minimum or maximum because if I had drawn this a little bit better, the function is increasing the entire time. So it was increasing before, it's increasing after. That's the first derivative test. Feel free to check out the examples next.